Welcome back. How are we doing? If you was here for the first stream, welcome back. And if you wasn't, welcome. We're just waiting for the boat to arrive. Our first passenger boat in this playthrough. Oh, I see a passenger walking, look.
Huh?
Huh? Is she going to the bus station or the straight down to the ferry? Looks like the bus station. Wait, where's she going? Oh, she's waiting there. There's nobody here yet.
Huh?
Residential building, commercial building by foot. Now wants to go to an industrial building. So she's walked from her house to here, now getting the bus to somewhere. Although she stood down here and the bus went down there. What a scumbag bus driver. He doesn't like being clicked on. Huh? Well, the commercial district's over here, so she presumably got on the clockwise, anti-clockwise. But she's got on the clockwise, so I don't know where she's going. Kind of curious. Will she get off at stop number 1, please? No, somebody else got on. There she is. This is where she goes. This is mostly residential, I think. Nope, she's still in the... Nope, there she goes. Where's she gone? There she is. We're following you, Victoria. We want to know where you live. Wait, destination residential? Huh? She's not been to the industrial yet. And she owns a car. And she gets the bus. Amazing. Mind your feet, Victoria. I reckon she lives down here. Oh, she lives here somewhere. I think Victoria lives here. That was very uneventful. However, we do have some people waiting to get on the boat now. People. I think we'll add another one now while it's on its way past, and that will then be at opposite ends, and we'll leave them to it. We're starting to get some growth from that now. So let's go and build these tools out, because we never did do that. We need to get some tools being made. We've got some passengers, although money's a bit meh. It's almost breaking even. Where's the train? The best up one. Get the frequency going. Twitch Medical Officer, thank you for subbing. Welcome. Thank you for sub. Marshmallow, thanks 15. George, 75. And Joku, thanks for 23. Depodactyl, it's going fine. Thank you very much. Right, in order to make tools here and then get them up here, if I remember, tools go on a box car, planks go on the flat car, which is a bit annoying because it means we've got to shuttle those on a dedicated train. First, we need to get planks in, and the nearest logs are here. So we're going to need a train to get them down there, and then a train to get them up here. Is what we're going to need. This doesn't look like a connecting road, so we can just trash that. Okay, that'll do. We're not going broke. No. We'll have a review of our profit later and see what the lines are doing. See if there's any optimization we can do. Right, when a line coming in like that, and then it's got to go that way. It's pretty much impossible to go broke in this game. Alex, all I can say, mate, is you play the game and see what happens. Put it on hard mode and see what happens. I think you find it is very, very easy to go broke in this game. But by all means, don't take my word for it. Okay, station there. This one could be a 2. A road like that. Just because it'll look nicer. Alright, we'll take the top one. I suppose there's any more logs than up there, is there? Blimey. An old log here would have been absolutely ideal. Right, now this road is a intercity road, so we're going to have to break that, which means we need to pause it. Okay, so we can't take the ideal line. That'll do. Okay, I think what we'll do is we'll give them a better road. Is it possible to cut the road lengths between places so that people have to use the train lines that you build? You can't do it for a long period of time. Like, you get this error up here. And then you have to put the road back. What I've done in the past is send them on a very long road. But it's not seemed to deter them completely. Lack of connection does have a negative. Yes, it does. Green fellow, quite right. Where does that go? Cool. However, I just realized something. That should be like that. What's that? Airbus A320, meh. He's 60C. Right, what we'll do is put that there. That there, get rid of that one. Actually, we need to... Yeah, we need to do that here as well. Oh, that's waypoints. Completely tuned out though and selected the wrong thing. What the heck? Cool. This is an easy way to place X's. I know. I really, really do. Right, so we can bring logs into here. We can now get planks out of here. That's 2 to 1. You buy one plank, you get one free. They go into here. This then ships tools up that way. The depot is connected. So we should be able to define some lines. However, I think what will happen is when we define this line here for the log run and we try and use this depot, it won't do it because it won't work. It won't be able to work out how to get a train down there. It just can't do it. For whatever reason. Right. A tip from yesterday was to make sure that the line you want was visible on the screen. Yes. But that's not what I'm talking about. If you spawn a train here and choose the line, because the line is here, it doesn't seem to work out how to get down that section of track. Like, to me and you just go, oh yeah, you just drive down there, you can get on it. But it doesn't work that out. Baton. Can't type. Logs 1 because we're going to have a second one at some point, hopefully. We'll make that a brown colour, because why not? Do that. And then we'll have baton planks. Yeah, we'll keep that as yellow. We'll go from here to here. Now this train is going to be half the capacity of that train. A new industry is available. Fargo Oil Refinery. Hello. Interesting. Not terribly useful, but interesting. Then finally, Selena's tools. And all you've got to do with these is drop them off there, because the planes will automatically move them as long as we make sure they can be dropped off later. That's going to go from there to there. Right, let's make sure they're on different platforms. They are. So the tools come into here, automatically connects into there. They get then flown back to here. And then all we need now is an endpoint for them in Seattle, which we know is going to be somewhere down here. So the trucks come along there, down there maybe, and then possibly, you know, drop them off down the seafront there. That'll do. Seattle tools. And they will come from that. Like that. You're enjoying the dynamic industry change. Sometimes a useful one you planned on your later starts. Yes, the whole dynamism of it changes the game massively. I agree. Put it up there on platform 4. And we'll tell it to wait. Because it could be a long time before somebody comes back with a plane load of stuff. Hence why we've got our separate waiting area there. But just to make sure the line is established, we'll stick one truck on the line to make sure that's an endpoint. Boo88, thank you so much for subbing. Welcome, Boo. Subbing with Prime, thank you. Right, let's build a log car. So we want one of these. So those cars are restricted to 120 Ks. It's a relative, well, it is a completely flat run. 1.8 million, that's a real workhorse, that is. That's probably ideal for a log run. And we'll go with that. That's the logs going. Next thing we need is the planks to here, which is going to be the same thing, but in theory half the numbers. Wait, what? There you go. Classic. Unable to find path. So you spawn a train here, and it can't work out how to get it to there. It just can't work out that it can just simply drive down here and jump on that track. Mostly because I think maybe this. So if we swap that to the other platform. Not that one. Not that one. So it's on the same platform. Will it now work out that it can do it? No. Even though all it's got to do is drive through. It's weird, isn't it? Don't know how you fix that. Played a wallet TF1 after watching YouTube tutorials. TF1? Signal at the train shed is wrong. Let's have a look. Is that the wrong side? Oh, it might be. That could be it. Yeah, you're right. That is wrong. I think in this case, the game is correct. That was a misclick. Let's see if we can do it again then. Try. Aha! Now it works. Okay, has he got any stuff yet? Yeah, he's got logs on the go. Got that train coming in. Last piece of the jigsaw is a train here to move the tools. That's 1-to-1, so I think we put 6 cars on the other one. That has to be a box car. We'll put another... Rip. Scumbag. Okay, that should, in theory, complete the line. What are the distance between TF1 and 2? Whew, quite a lot, yeah. Huge amounts. Modular stations is a big one. Like, seriously, I don't think I'd play TF1 now. TF2 just has way more stuff going on for it. Now, why are you sat there? Seriously, why are you sat there? Waiting for free path. What? You serious? Have I done a signal boo-boo? No! Whee! Is that because it's changing... What? But it could have gone. It could have gone past the X and been merrily going down here. I don't get it. That train was coming down here. It wasn't blocking this section at all. That's bizarre. Right, 234 capacity. That's nice. I've actually got a few planks out of it. Just recognising the tool factory. Seattle is the destination, which means it's recognized the complete cycle. So it's going to send tools to here. Nice. Not exactly making money on these boats, are we? 21 out of 150 capacity. Oh well. Hopefully, though, that's put the residential numbers up. Actually, Phoenix needs tools as well. No. We can add more demand for the tools. All we've got to do is ship them down here. So what we need to do is have a cargo dock as well and a trucking yard. And we can basically bring tools down to here, then drive them into here. I need to move that now. Oh, I don't know why, but you have to add these extra things with this one. Have to add the entrance. She don't seem to need to do with anything else. We do need to find another forest. I know where there is one. It's just whether I can be bothered going there for it. So that gives that cargo capability. So what we can do instead, at the moment we've got tools coming from here to here. What we'll do is we'll put tools, we'll put everything, it'll just shuttle stuff to here, and then the tools can go there like that. And then the other tools will go down that way. Is it Yotze? Yup. Emma Lurker, thank you for 43 months. It is indeed, sir. It is indeed. Shocking. Docks are outside of navigable waters. You know that's a lie, game. You know that's a complete lie. Right, we need to just road connect this. And also put in some kind of truck transportation. Unbelievable. I can't add a footpath onto this building because the docks are outside of navigable waters. Cool. So that's now connected to that. Trust me, it's just a weird glitch. Like, it's not outside of navigable waters. You just need to remove a bit of land, though. It's weird. Right, let's put down a truck station. That's all connected. Right. So what we now want is a drop-off point for our tools. Holy smokes, that's busy. So if the trucks come along this way, they can probably go along there. Wait, there's a piece of road missing there. There's a road upgrade missing, I think. Right there. I think if we just nip down this little side road here, that'll hit most of it. So we can go Phoenix Tools. They could be here for some time. Right, and we'll just put one truck on there for now. Then we've got to get tools from there to there. So what's that? Seattle to Phoenix Tools. So that'll go from this cargo spot here to that cargo spot there. And then we'll build a cargo, right. The options of the game setup, is there a way to turn off refund if you delete your fresh build tracks that you built wrong? The way to do it is pause the game. If you pause the game and build it and delete, you should get the full refund back. Otherwise, the refund price degrades over time. I don't think there's an option for it. Let's see, 30Ks, 31Ks, 32Ks. Now that has 4 compartments. So the thing is about that is it will move anything along that run. Anything we drop in Seattle or Phoenix, if it can go somewhere else, it will. Which means if we drop machines, these things, if we drop machines into Phoenix or Seattle, they will end up at the other end. Which is worth bearing in mind. Because we can actually make machines over here, for example. With 4 compartments, it will carry on moving tools and machines. Right, so the last piece of the jigsaw is to amend this so that it brings the tools to here and then another run brings them there. So we're not going to call it Settle Tools anymore. So actually we'll call the other one Transfer. No. Tell that to wait for a bit. Okay, now the line's established, we'll go and get rid of so that's called Settle Exchange, and this is also called Settle Exchange. That's not helpful. Right, so that's going to go not there anymore. So that is now transferring from here to here. This one is going to drop from here to here. These trucks are going to get held up by that bus stop. What we could do is upgrade that road there. And we can send the trucks a slightly different way. Then they don't get held up by the bus stop. Okay, and then the other thing that will happen is those tools should start going down there as well. So if that's all connected, we should be able to go and look at the tool generation. It should sell an extra consumer. There we go. But not Phoenix. Oh, there's Phoenix. There you go. Yeah, so it's producing for Phoenix as well now. Nice. I didn't know you did Croatia Tour on Microsoft Flight Sim. Yeah, in the early days I did, yeah. Doing all right, Irvin. Yes, you can on Amici. It wouldn't really help us, though, I don't think. It's better to send them in a different way and maintain a bus lane, I think, than have them go into traffic to avoid the bus. If you see what I mean. Right, that should level up shortly. Now they need to sort out the supply side of things. So let's see what we've got. 33... 25. It's nowhere near enough stuff yet. That's leveled up. Okay, we'll double that. Let's go and source the other log supply before we really need it. There's one down here. I guess we could just train it up there, couldn't we? Is there any other log? I don't see any more logs in the northeast part of the map. That's the problem. There's so many logs around, but none of them. There's one there. There's 2 here. 3 here. Look at this. One. Like, literally, there's 5 right there. East of Phoenix. Yeah, so that's even further away, though, dude. It's really far away, and I don't see it. There's even planks there on the left, Fenox. We don't want planks. We want logs to feed the sawmill. Oh, were you talking about this? Yeah. Yeah, you can actually make planks right here. I think we'll use that later anyway. Because we want to use that factory from Ember. Because we can make machines to go into Seattle and Phoenix. So I think we'll use that. We'll use the planks from here. We just have to make the steel. If we can get the steel to come down the river, which I think we can because we have a steel mill there. So what we could probably do is cut the land in a bit, put a massive port here, and then we could ship the logs into here, and then drive them up there or train them up there, bring them back, the planks back, bring the steel down the water, make tools, shove them into the chain. Something like that. We just need coal and iron ore. There's iron ore here. So you could even just iron ore the train along there, possibly. Actually, that might work on a train, because you could iron ore the train along and carry on that way, and then branch off with the logs to there. Use the same line. So we can just train the logs in. And then we just ferry the steel back. Ship could take the iron ore also down from the tools factory. This one. There's coal here as well. Oh, look at this. Coal, iron ore. Right, that's everything you need right there for that factory. So there's literally, you can make the iron ore and coal, bring it up here, turn it into steel, drop it off on your way back, get paid almost for the whole thing. I'm already playing the big update, Newtman. We played it last week. We had the dev on the stream last week talking about the new features. If you missed it, it's all on SquirrelPlus if you want to go and listen to that stream. I can't remember all the map settings, Liam. Because I kept messing with them. Anyway, what was we doing? Oh yeah, logs. Let's sort the logs out first. But yeah, I think we'll do that later. We'll get that steel going in a minute. We're going to have to punch a train through there. Swing it around through there like that, I think. It's going to have to come out of that. Maybe punch through that bit. Along here. Punch through that bit. So we could perhaps just orient it. That way, maybe. If we can. Something like that. It's linked. Trouble is, I can't see the elevation difference here. So this thing is at 8.8 meters. This is at 4 meters. So I've got an elevation of 4 meters going on. But this is all like at 25. There you go, 7. So here, anywhere here would do. About 6 meters would be perfect. So I want to aim roughly for that. That should be relatively flat. I have a question. Does it pay off to have some sort of main routes and secondary routes, mainly thinking about rails and roads in order to maximize efficiency? Does the game take into account how fast stuff gets to where it needs to be? I don't know what the game's price drop-off looks like. I don't think it varies from cargo to cargo, though. So in terms of, like, it matters the speed that you move it, but I don't think it takes into account how long it sits in storage, if you see what I mean. Like, let's say you were moving passengers and mail, like some other games used to allow, and you had some mail that just sat in a depot for like a week. You should get heavily penalized, but I don't think it does that. But I don't actually know. We'd have to ask one of the devs. Cool. I get why that would be the case in mail, but most of what you move in TF2 simply isn't time sensitive. I don't think it is. Passengers should be. I know passengers are sensitive to speed. Because I think what a passenger does in this game, it says, right, I want to go from Baton Rouge to Salinas. What are my options? I could walk down to the bus stop, take a bus down to the bus station, go and jump on a train it up there, get onto the bus. Bus will take me around this route and drop me here, then I have to walk. How long does that take? Versus, I get in my car and I drive down that road. And obviously there's some waiting involved, but ultimately the car's speed versus a very fast train, yeah, that there's some kind of algorithm that works out what a sim's going to do, and the net effect shows up here. So, like, roughly half of all journeys that are made are done on public transport, and about half of them are done on private transport. But then all private transport is not necessarily bad. it's still feeding into the growth of the city. Like, that's providing another 50 residents worth of growth, even though we don't get any money for it. It's private transport. But we are getting paid for this stuff. But they're still making the town bigger. So as long as we've got some nice, decent roads, they can still get to where they need to get to. The town grows. Yeah, if you put a slow train here, Astro Steve, they'll just get in the car. Because don't forget, every passenger has to walk. It also, like, factors in your bus journey. So if you've only got, like, a clockwise bus journey, say, and your passenger lives, like, here, in order to get to your train station, it's going to have to, like, walk to the nearest bus station, which might be there, and then go 1 stop, 2 stop, 3 stop, and then get on the train. So that journey gets taken into account as well. So if you have the reverse bus journey, at least it's quicker for them. If you upgrade your own infrastructure to faster trains, private transport will be lower than public. You'll never get them all to go completely public, like real life, but you get paid for the public stuff. But you want private and public to work. And new industries available, don't care. This is why you have 2 buses going on counter trips. So I often do the counter trip thing. There's 2 main designs, I think, in buses. One of them is the clockwise, anti-clockwise. But as you saw in my YouTube series, when the city gets so ridiculously big, even that doesn't work. So in the YouTube series, you know, when the city was like absolutely massive, I came in and like destroyed a massive area of the city, built a bus station, and then did a hub and spoke system. So we had that as the hub, and then we had one bus route would cover the northwest, another would cover the northeast, another would cover the southeast, southwest. Because the cities were so big because of that mod that grows cities. Anyway, I need to get a train onto this line and get this going. So yeah, you get like problems at scale later on. A tram's worth it. Yes and no. They don't really make things any better necessarily. They're different. Their emissions are not... you'd think, oh, I'm putting an electric tram down, right? The emissions are lower. Woo! But that's not what happens because they're still noisy. They still generate a lot of emissions. Right, this is the Baton Logs 1. Logs 2. What did we use for that? 13 cars on a C40. Usually trams in the early game because I like the look. But it is mostly about the look of it. Also, trams do have one advantage, I think. I think the tram capacity is higher, if I remember. In the later game, you can get really, like, double trams, and they take a lot of passengers, and the loading speed's very good. So I think there is a benefit later. Hambley, thank you for 20 months. Because I found that my buses weren't coping. And then I had to electrify a lot of road and replace them with high-capacity trams. Some of the trams later are lovely. Really nice. Okay, demand's not fully up to scratch yet. Do we need another train? We need these to level up. That's what we need. Four duvets. Thank you for 32 months. Town planning to advance for 1992. Wasn't that bad. They were getting trams in 92. I think Croydon got its trams then. Or maybe it was early 2000s, I don't know. Okay, let's evaluate what's going on here. So we seem to have a lot of fuel. It's not really going anywhere. Is it because what we need to do is say pick up lots of things? So it looks like our Salinas fuel is actually starting to move tools as well. Which is not useful. Because tools need to go there, really. Right, we're going to have to tell this to not pick up tools. Wait, we've already got a Salinas. No, that's a whale. Okay, that should work a bit better. Sheffield had trams in 94. Wait, don't pick up fuel. In fact, only pick up that, and possibly that, and maybe that. You can only pick up fuel, and possibly that, and possibly that. As if the scumbags put fuel on the tools line. I don't believe it. Maybe they're tools, actually. We missed any subs? No. Buses getting stuck in traffic is way too slow. Hopefully the waypoint system. That's why I always use bus lanes. So my kind of golden rules are use bus lanes because your buses and trucks would use the lane and not get stuck in traffic. And then don't put your truck lines through a bus stop because that way your trucks will stop behind a bus when it stops to pick up packs. They're the kind of golden rules are trying to follow. Seattle now demands fuel. Okay, so you know what's going to happen now, don't you? Fuel's being generated here. And Seattle now wants fuel. So fuel's also going to get flown back to here. Which means it's going to get transferred to here. And food. So these guys is now probably going to be tools and fuel transfer. Because we're making fuel up there. So they'll pull fuel back to here as well. Which means that drop there. Need to figure out where the fuel is. There's the fuel there. So I think what we can do is we can put a drop point here for the machines and the fuel. Let that one just be about tools and have machines and fuel for this one. So the tools drop, when it comes to this, we're going to say only take tools. This is going to be fuel and machines. And that'll go to the... Oh, scumbag. That's going to go right through that bus stop. Ugh. Can those cut? Yes, they can, because they're all... They carry all types. Those there carry any cargo. I think we only need a couple for now. You got your sim rig built, now need to buy a pedal plate now because you're stupid. It's not exactly a lucrative passenger run, is it? Right, so is Seattle now listed as a destination for that? Yes, it is. There you go. Well, that increases fuel demand. Needs to place an item filter on the new line. Yes, I probably do, actually. This one. So we'll say machines and fuel. There we go. Just make sure that can scale a little bit. You can go via that entrance. Weather in Belgium is peachy, sat in frosty beverage in the sun. It's not bad here. It's not warm though, but it is sunny. There you go, there's tools appearing here. Finally. This massive ship. With 8 tools on board. Ooh. They're increasing. 50-50 on the public-private road transport. Don't know which way they're going, though. So a lot of them are driving down here. Look at that. They're literally driving to Phoenix, probably because they can beat... What speed are they going? Doesn't really tell you what speed they're going. These guys are doing 35 kilometers. I assume they're probably doing at least that. So I don't know if the ferry passengers are a good idea or not, to be honest. Boat Roof Tools is doing one of those weird crossovers, yeah. We could fix it, but I'm not that bothered. But yeah, you could, you know, you could lane it, like here somewhere. If you really want to. Put the boys down that way. Looks like it doesn't really make that much difference. There you go. Still there's a crossover down here. Yeah, I mean, is it possible to completely solve it? I don't think it is. Purple line, Phoenix waypoints. One, is it that one? Trouble is, it just becomes a massive faff. And then they still cross over here, so whatever. Whatever. Yeah, I think these two, Phoenix and Seattle, probably need a high-speed passenger service. Because people are driving a lot. Problem is, because they're a coastal town and our bus station's here, where do you put your train station? On this side? And then just shuttle people from there over here? Probably. Get rid of that bridge, just have a new one. Train line going down here. Or maybe they're driving because, you know, this thing's not frequent enough. Maybe you do that. Anyway, let's do the steel thing, because I think the steel thing's more lucrative. Just double check what's going on here. Kind of want this to level up. It's leveled up once. 50% transported. I think we'll scale this. get it to wait a little bit. 6%. I think this is going to be a massive loss for us for now, because I don't think this is scaled up properly yet. It's about to, though. I like the idea of using trebuchets to move people. Okay, so once this kicks off, that should really help the productivity of these lines. There it goes. Yikes. That's terrifying. Nobody's getting on the train. That's a massive fail. I have seen this before. Everybody's taken that private road now because we've built such a lovely road. They're like, ooh, this is great. Don't want to get on that stupid train. I've had this before where you're trying to fight to get passengers on this line. You just can't get them off this private transport. Because that is a very direct and quick route. As opposed to getting on a bus, train and a bus. It's like a lot of faff because that transfer is quite big. I don't think we're ever going to compete with that. Might just be better if we ditch the train line altogether. At least for now. Literally got nobody on it. I think it was around about here that I built the road. But yeah, it's either that or you create a massive delay on this. Nobody's getting the bus here, that's all. Okay, let's do something with the tools. So we have a tool demand here, a tool factory here, and a tool factory here. We have a steelworks up there, iron ore here, coal here. So I'm thinking we ship the coal and the iron ore all the way up and then ship the steel back and drop it there and then carry on. Rinse, repeat. For the planks, we can get the planks from here and there's logs there and there. So there's lots of ways of getting logs into this thing. Which is the most efficient? 1, 2, 3, 4 logs. What's the most efficient way of getting the logs in, do you think? And then we've got to get the planks down to here. You reckon trucks? So maybe from there and there, yeah? Just truck them over to here. Because that's about the same distance as that one. I mean, we could just go for that and that, but that's a longer run. You can use what for the return trip on Amici? Use what for the return trip? I mean, they're not going to be carrying anything back. They're going to bring logs in, run empty. Can the same train or car carry logs on planks? Yes. Lumber on the return from delivering planks. Wait, what? Am I missing something? You bring logs in, you go back empty. The planks need to be trained down here. Or, another way of doing it is you put a port here, and then you truck logs in and bring planks back. The problem is that logs are 2 for 1. Trips could bring planks south to the logs from there to the factory. So you're thinking of trucking stuff down to here as well? Use the forest on the riverbank on the return trip from delivering planks. Train logs from the wood in between. Transport planks on the return journey. I don't know where you're taking the planks to. What are you taking the planks to? We've got to get down here. The trucks that drive it up could bring it down on the return trip so you get halfway double paid. Well, don't forget the 2 for 1. So if a truck's full of logs on the way in, it can only bring half the planks on the way back. Just bear that in mind. Which is why I generally don't put the same vehicle doing a 2 for 1. Because you can only do half capacity on the way back. Thank you. Wait, are they prawn cocktail? I've never seen them. They're new. Wow. Thank you. I will. My daughter's just been in the shop because she's going to the cinema, and she's seen some new crisps. I don't know if Pups is here or not, but they are prawn cocktail giant Watsits. Now, bear in mind, I love giant Watsits, and I love flaming hot Watsits, and I love prawn cocktail. So, prawn cocktail giant Watsits. Oh, yeah. Oh my god, that is like gold dust. The other thing is, we need to train the machines down to the destination. But I can't remember what car we put machines in. Hang on. Yeah, they go in a box car. Annoyingly. That's thought she wants them now. So yeah, we've got to get the machines down here as well.